Hello to my cancers. All right, cancers. Let's get right into it. This video is for the 4th through the 11th of February, right? So we have a full moon on the 12th of February. I believe your full moon prediction video is up on the Patreon side. If you want to go check it out. For those of you all who are over there on that side, the link is below in the description. Let's get right into your reading. Let's set the tone for your reading. Let's see what the intention is. See what the intention is as we move through these phases. I am generous and kind with everyone, right? Yep, I am generous and kind with everyone. All right. Put that out into the universe. Put it out into the universe. In other words, you're not allowing anyone to, because you're water signs, you got to protect your water. I'm talking to you wherever Cancer is in your birth chart, right? So, yeah, you want to be tapped into your emotions, right? Being kind with everyone. And if they're not kind with you, walk away. Just walk away. You never know what kind of mood people are in. So, anyway, let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. Yeah. So when you know that you're generous and kind with everyone and other people are saying the opposite, don't stand around too long, stick around too long to even prove it. You don't know what kind of state people are in. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into it, Cancers. Let's get into it. All right, let's see. So 251, listen, be open to hearing good advice. So when you hear good advice, you'll hear it more than once and from multiple sources. So right now, be alert. Your angels are giving you a message, channeling it through the people and places around you. So listen carefully today to all patterns and signs as they are messages, as it's up to you to find the common link. There is good advice to be uncovered, right? So you're a water sign, right? Water. Yep. Your emotions, your water through music. Let me see what else other way you can find. Listen, okay, music, water, listening to water sounds. You definitely want to tune. You want to tune, like fine tune your ears. So you're very creative. Zodiac sign. I was trying to see. Yeah. So listening. Be open to listening to good advice. From people. So that would be like somebody, helping you to. Let's get into your reading because I have some ideas. But anyway, let's get into your reading. Yeah. All right, let's get into your reading. I've already prayed over your cards, Cancer. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. Like I always say, my Cancers are sweethearts, but water is reflective, and so if somebody's projecting something onto you all and you're trying to communicate, y'all know what I'm saying, Cancer. Sometimes people can think you're being way too passive, and they can also think, oh, this person, they just say it, just come right out and say it. Like, no matter how people have already sometimes judged you by the way you look, before they even got a chance to, so that's why you want to tune in. Yeah. I keep getting these pop-up messages on my phone. But anyway, so yeah, so here we have these, there was some energies lying about you behind your back. Had some people in survival mode. All right. So this is speaking to your first house, and it's also speaking to the 11th house here with this King of Wands here. Your first house speaks to new beginnings, your birth, your self-identity, and then of course, obviously, your 11th house would be, or your 11th house is friendships, communities, your social life, right? Yeah. So now that you are enlightened, that's the last full moon that we had. You're now enlightened about how to pour into yourselves, right? A lot of people are just learning this. That's why I emphasize it so much on my channel. So, not trying to sound redundant, but a lot of people are really just learning what their moon sign is, and coming out of karmic relationships, like karmic family relationships, friendships, those kind of things, that those energies where it just keeps you in a state of confusion. People keep you in the dark about stuff. You don't really know what is going on. As soon as you start believing in yourself, oh, I never knew you. You never tell me this about you. You're just learning how to pour into you. Like you're just learning how to pour into you. And by the way, pull your birth chart and find out what your moon sign is. You don't need your time of birth. And then go to Google and just type in how to nurture whatever your moon sign is for your gender. Okay? See what sets you apart from every other Cancer on the planet. That's going to make you even more of a sweetheart. So you'll be able to feel like, okay, because you can't pour from an empty cup, Cancer. So, yeah. You have the whole world in front of you. Looking at your cards here. And I do see you, again, here we have the first house for you, new beginnings. You have a lot of opportunities that's coming across your path. There's one energy for sure, one type of energy for sure you're never going to talk to again, and those are the types of energies that thrive off of fear. Whoever those energies are, those types of energies, never again, because it gives off a scent. Everything gives off a scent. You know how people like wear cologne or perfume or whatever. You have a scent when you come from the gym. You have a scent, it gives off a scent. Fear gives off a scent. And you could literally had just finished running from a dog, like running away from a dog that jumped the fence and come across someone and just be just like, that could have triggered something from your childhood, and people could pick that up and just say, okay, this person has a scent of fear all over them, and all of a sudden they jump to conclusions. All of a sudden, if you're dealing with a bully, they go right into bully mode, right? So yeah, I definitely feel like looking at I think that's going to be something that somebody's really going to like really pay attention to, like what is the scent that you give off. Another thing that so usually with the Two of Swords, you have one sword facing the past and then another sword kind of sort of up against a large window, like facing kind of like expansion. On some cards, the illustrator may put like a window sill that doesn't even fit on the card. So it's like you have the whole world in front of you. And so someone is taking care of something that's in your past. Somebody else is taking care of something in your past. Looking at your card. So you and someone have the whole world in front of you. Yeah. There's a lot of talk going on around you, a lot of gossiping, a lot of lies being told around you about you and someone, right? So someone else is going to handle that. Somebody's been overseeing something, and they're springing into action. They're going to handle something, Could be defamation of character, anything, because we're talking about fire. Fire speaks to your solar plexus chakra, right? Your solar plexus chakra. And we're going to have a full moon in Leo, which is a fire sign, on the 12th. And so that's where the theme for that, when the moon moves to different zodiac signs, there's always a theme, right? Your vulnerability is your strength, right? But that's where when you pick up a bullying type of a spirit, that's where you just want to just cut them off. I mean, for real, just cut them off. You be your water sign, right? You just want to cut them off. Because it looks like with this 5 right here, somebody may have been put in a David and Goliath situation in a survival mode, like a bait and switch. Like somebody could try to bait you into an argument, and then all of a sudden you say something, and all of a sudden now they got a reason to act crazy, right? Act like something's wrong with them. And then, so here we have and then bully. Try to bully somebody. Yep, try to bully somebody. So that's what I'm seeing here in the cards. Yep, so I feel like somebody has enough information. Maybe the King of Yeah, King of Pentacles. So Pentacles would be like the physical existence of something. So somebody has enough information to, here we have 5, 6, 7, to close out something. To close out something. Right? We have, so you can be grateful that something is behind you. So you can always start thanking Source now that you're just grateful that something is behind you. And again, it is for you giving off the scent of fear. That's what it is. Giving off the scent of fear. Um, you may not have, giving off the scent of faith is different than the scent of fear, right? Obviously you have faith in Source, right? So you have faith in Source that if you feel anxious, or like for instance we talking about the um, we talking about fire, solar plexus chakra, right? That's masculine energy. If you feel like you're in the presence of toxic masculinity, right, where you feel like you have digestive issues, you know, all of a sudden you just break out like you have food allergies or something, or you feel timid, or you feel angry because you're a water sign, so that's reflective, right? You're picking up on something, the vibration of something. If you feel like you're around narcissism, or you got a call about somebody a narcissist, or you're around energies who have low self-esteem, like y'all heard the term misery loves company, right? So source is saying you're a water sign, you're a sweetheart, somebody can take your kindness for weakness, especially if it gives off the scent of fear around certain people. Source is saying they will take advantage of that and then turn around and say you're the one that is aggressive. So source is saying yeah, move on from something. Here we have, yeah, and then you'll be asking why, like what. So it said, pull out the sword, just cut them off. Cut them off, just cut them off. Right, yeah. Because they're the one that's chained to the devil, not you. Just cut them off. Like I said, you can be the sweetest person in the world. Somebody could do something to harm you, and you could be just simply defending yourself. And Source is saying, then all of a sudden, you're the bad person. So Source said, learn when to pull out your sword. Know when to pull out your sword, and that just means your power to cut the conversation off. Cut the conversation off, walk away from people, just move on. So yeah, so here we have, yeah, somebody's definitely trying to keep you out in the cold with something, keeping you out of something. Some people are trying to keep you out of something very valuable. You're very close to it, right? And again, they're working, like I said, but something is closed out. They was trying to keep you and somebody out of something. You know what's interesting? Wait a minute. Cancer. I'm still here. I know y'all are probably like, well, where did she go? I'm still here because you know what? I'm remembering this reading looks very similar to a reading I did for another zodiac sign, though. Somebody is trying to say that you have caused somebody an emotional roller coaster. I don't know. Like somebody's trying to say you caused a Capricorn an emotional roller coaster. You are chained to the devil. That's why there's so much fire here. Like, um, and they're saying that they have physical evidence of something. Like it's caused somebody some kind of emotional wounding about them feeling worthless or whatever the case may be. Right? Lies. Something is already closed out. Something is already closed out. Something having to do with your inheritance. And inheritance is not always in the physical, just so we're crystal clear. It's your spiritual inheritance, right? Like somebody inherited this um, divine masculine energy, but it's like you pick up on. Let me see how I can word it. And that's why you want to stay in a posture of gratitude, because whenever you hear anybody say about, oh, people trying to keep you out of an inheritance, the first thing people think of is in the physical realm. It's not always, sometimes it's in the spiritual realm, like gifts you could have inherited. Sometimes it's in the physical, sometimes it's not. But something about your solar plexus chakra, right under your breastplate, um, you have this power to pick up on. You pick up on um, mean girl, mean guy energy, bullying energy, like this. What's the thing I used to hear on social media a lot that they can't sit next to us. Y'all know what I'm saying. Like, you know, that the mean girl, mean guy kind of energy. Oh, they can't sit next to us. Like, almost like try to make people feel insignificant. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all, this is a gift that somebody has when you're in spaces where people, you can tell by a look their energy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Their energy gives off you're insignificant. You pick that up in, because you have a very nurturing spirit, Cancer, and I'm talking to men and women Cancers, you instantly pick that up. Like, you all are very nurturing, like the mothering sign. You're the mother of the zodiac sign and the money sign, but money is not always in the physical, right? It's a form of energy. So you all would be like, let's say if you were an educator and you had a class of kids, classroom filled with kids, or you're a mentor, or whatever the case may be, you would easily pick up on who felt insignificant, who felt left out, who didn't feel valued, who didn't know their worth. And you, Cancer, would be the one that would go over, to them. High vibrating Cancers would go over to them. I got to make sure I say high vibrating, because low vibrating Cancers would not. But high vibrating Cancers would go over there and make sure they knew their worth, they knew their value. You'd be the one to say, okay, I'm kind of picking up on something. Let me call and make sure, what's coming through the water, your emotions, is not. You want to make sure you're gaining some clarity. That's where your divine masculine energy comes out, Cancer, if that makes any sense. So let's say, for instance, it's a sibling, or just say family member, whomever, and you get a feeling that they are being lied to, bullied, their fire is low, like their motivation is low, they're in survival mode, whatever. That's going to prompt you to pick up a phone, text message, whatever, not just sit there in receiving mode. Why didn't they call me first? It's going to be you, going to be the one to say. Somebody could be chained to fear about something. They could be like devil, be chained to devil, or like the devil card symbolizes enslaved to some kind of obsession or lust or restrictions in some way. So you're going to be the one that's going to end it. Your cardinal sign. So you're going to be the one that's going to end it. Break them out of whatever trance they could be under, or some kind of spell they could be under. That's what you're doing. That's your gift. That's one of them, right? Right. So Knight of Swords. So that's what Source needs you to stay focused. You're not running away from anything, no more than somebody else is running away from anything. But if you feel like somebody that you are familiar with or is in a situation where there's somehow, when I say chain to the devil, because you see these chains here, you see this Baphomet here, this chained to fear, doubt, enslaved to some kind of an obsession. That would be like, let's say for instance it's your spouse and they're a workaholic, right? And they chained to the desk. They feel like, okay, they just got to keep going and going and going and going. You're just like, okay, this person is wearing themselves out. Maybe that's something that they're passionate about. But you all also talked about a balanced out life. You may be the person that says, let me call them and just make sure they had lunch. Let me make sure they push back from the desk. Make sure they, got out and got a walk on during their lunchtime, whatever. Devil does not mean, and it's just very crafty energy where people can just get, into restricted. They can restrict themselves. So that's what it means, right? So, so something for you, you'll be moving on from some kind of disappointment and heartbreak, from something where you just felt like, somebody may have been a part of some lies that were told about you behind your back. Somebody was told, but because you all are highly intuitive, I feel like you've already picked up on something, because something was around. They were connected. Somebody was connected to your family. Like it could have been your work family, blood relative, whatever. Somebody was somehow connected to your family, but they were a part of something that was telling a lot of lies about you and trying to be crafty about it, because they were chained to their obsession with whatever. Obsession to lies about you. That's usually somebody who has low self-esteem, because why would somebody just simply get familiar with you when they have access to talking directly to you? That's the number three of swords. So you're not going to do an injustice to yourself by even overthinking something. You're not even going to do an injustice. You're not even asking why. You're just cutting them off. Yeah, you're not even asking why. You're just cutting them off. Yeah. Because even that little tinge of doubt, especially if they've spoken to you, they could have just asked you directly. Right? You're getting some kind of a message coming through about money coming across your path. Somebody was bullied because of some lies, told about you. Could have been a younger person. Could have been maybe, defamation of character for somebody. Somebody like could have been somebody who's a year younger than you. Could have been 20 years younger, whatever. But some kind of message of money is coming through to you very, very soon. Yeah. Here we have the King of Swords here. It's coming to balance some things out for you. Yeah. So you be getting some kind of message, some kind of correspondence or whatever. But yeah, some people jump to some conclusions about you, and basically saying you was into devil worshiping. I mean, just I can't tell y'all half the stuff I heard. Look, listen, jumping to conclusions. That's the problem. That's why it's gonna be somebody that plays some role in the lie. That you actually nurtured these energies. Now this is the crazy part. Yeah, it was three, and you actually nurtured these energies. That's why see, Cancers. Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You actually nurtured these energies, meaning that you spend time around them. You're very your energy, their conversation with you was very sacred. You thought was sacred. They were recording your conversation, like. But not just recording just for their own. Sometimes people record and they don't share with anybody. They just, for themselves. But these are for the purpose of gossiping. That's what this is. Standing around gossiping. That's what I emphasize, Cancers. You all are sweethearts. That's why I emphasize. Keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. Yeah, keep your vibrations high. Some energies who, let me tell you, the reason why I know these energies are watching you, right? First of all, somebody jumped to conclusions about you, right? That's first, right? They heard something, they jumped to conclusions. And somebody could have innocently said something about you. They could have said, oh, I talked to Cancer. Cancer watches tarot. Right? Or they may have saw a crystal ball, or you may have had amethyst, or some stones or whatever, like gemstones or whatever. And could have been a younger person came to your house and said, oh, auntie, uncle, or whoever you are, they said something about tower moment. Right? Like little kids are like little parakeets. Somebody could have said something like, oh, they said something about a tower moment. Tower moment. Somebody could have heard something and just took off like wildfire. Took off like wildfire. So yeah, you can put the past behind you. Airtight. And put the past behind you. Because I see you creating something new. And a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled because you're making room by closing something out airtight. So I'll tell you all, like I told other zodiac signs, Cancer, if people are committed to believing lies about you without even spending time. We're talking about pentacles here. We're not talking about money, time, money, right? Time is money. Without taking the time to invest in becoming familiar with even the subject matter that they are talking about. Source is saying to you, don't waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Something has definitely caused you to add structure and authority to, you, because you inspire a lot of people. I don't know what y'all do for a living, but a lot of you all inspire a lot of people to really get into their divine feminine energy. Really embrace it. Men and women, y'all embrace it. I'm talking to men too, just so we're crystal clear. You are really encourage people to embrace that side of themselves without being afraid of embracing divine feminine energy. And I did put something in my community page, feminine masculine energy. Go check it out. Go check it out. It's in the yeah, but you're creating something new. Creating something new. Yeah, because you now just switch teams here. You just switch teams because it has nothing to do with sexuality. Everybody embodies divine masculine to divine feminine. It's the divinity within. Divine feminine energy is receiving energy, right? It's your moon. Divine masculine energy is your sun sign, right? Sun/star sign. Divine feminine would be the moon. So just like you rise and shine every day, you would rest, right? So that you can get those downloads through your dreams, right? So people, when they don't want to become familiar with whatever it means before jumping to conclusions and start assigning everything is the devil, right? Y'all see it on social media. You get artists that get up on stage, they wave to somebody, oh my god, they're a part of the Illuminati. Like what? What? So anyway, source is saying to you, there's some energies, like I said, you're learning when you're talking to certain people and they're vibrating on a particular low frequency and they're, like I said, jumping to conclusions about everything, about everybody. That's your cue. Get up. Get up, walk out, go. There's a devil card again. Yep. Some people jump to some conclusion and label you and somebody as devil worshippers. Like, for real? Wow. It could have been anything. Y'all could have had an altar with, like some people put pictures of loved ones who transition over. Like people's grandparents have pictures of loved ones on a table. That's an altar. People don't even, like I said, educate themselves. Won't even educate themselves on some things. Automatically label you and somebody as the devil. Here we have the Six of Pentacles here, so I do see money coming across your path, financial independence for somebody. Just, Yep. But I do see it's bringing you and somebody closer. It's definitely bringing you and somebody closer. But yeah, your wishes are being fulfilled. But if people demonize every single thing, it can't even say that, oh, cancer was such a sweetheart to me. Cancer was a this and a cancer was that, Go right into demonizing. So the source is saying that's not your crew, that's not your crowd, that's not your soul circle, because it's not sacred. So somebody is free. Somebody feels free. Feels like a teenager again. That would be you, feeling like a teenager again. You're just free from all of that. Yeah, because somebody was definitely determined to say that you and somebody it could be you and your spouse were practicing devil worship. But you did the shadow work, right? And the shadow work for you, looking at your cards here, like I said, everything gives off a scent. Because you did the shadow work, and because somebody listens to water sounds on a regular basis, you can tell the vibration of sound when you talk to someone else, if they're in fear, doubt, if you can even tell if they're spiritually dehydrated, if they're around energy and they're constantly trying to pour into themselves because they're, like that again, go back to maybe the workaholic situation. You're picking up on energies, helping them to break up the monotony. Did you eat today? Did you drink your water? That's kind of putting you in this divine masculine energy. This is the structure and authority. Calling your spouse, calling your love interest, loved one, whatever. Did you eat today? Did you, get some sunlight? You know, you sound like you're a little burned out. You know, did you get out and get some sun, recharge from the sun? Those kind of things. So that's what I see for you all. But yeah, yeah. Somebody was being used as a pawn in the game, playing mind games. You're not working hard enough. You're not doing such and such. And that could be the call that, you know, somebody needed from you to let them know you love them. That could be your spouse, could be stressed out at work, and or somebody that you love could be stressed out at work because people are, like I said, competing, comparing. They're on 10, they're on 1,000, causing a bunch of anxiety in the office. And your phone call coming through could be like the fresh water that they need to kind of sort of calm down things and break up the monotony. That's what they just needed to hear. Just, oh, okay, they're valued. Because they run a lot of cold-hearted energies. And so you're very close to your prayers being answered about something. So you were just determined. You were determined. Because the seeds have already been planted in you, and seeds have already been planted in someone else. Right? So, yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to go ahead and close this out, Cancer. But yeah, you're generous and kind with everyone. Even these energies right here, I'm telling you, even these energies who saw you as competitions, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, saw you as competition, saw you as an energy that's just you and somebody as a workaholic for money, and that's it. And as soon as you added structure and authority, this is you and your person, whoever you and your person is, and said, okay, you need to cut things off at a certain time. Okay, you work from 9 to 5. At 5 o'clock, you out the door. But before, you or somebody could have just been like workaholics, like, okay, working from 9 to 9, right? The moment you add structure to it and authority and say, okay, 5, okay, you're not going to keep working until you pass out somewhere or somebody just step over your body and post a job posting the next day. The moment you decided to add some structure to it, all of a sudden, you're the devil. You into some kind of devil worship. Okay. That's the only 2 letters you got for them. O and K. That's it. Yeah. Flow. Yep. So allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Yep. So yeah. People jump into conclusions. Like what? These energies right here, like I said before, these energies right here benefited from your energy of investing in them. Now all of a sudden you and your spouse and you or somebody else or you and your significant other are the devil, or y'all devil worshippers. Okay, got it. Well, since you don't want to be tied to devil worshippers, and you know you're not that, then they need to cut you off, right? Why didn't they just cut you off? They so determined to do everything else. Why didn't they just cut you off? Right. So yeah. Well, things are coming up roses for you and somebody. Like I said, you're divinely protected. Things are coming up roses for you. But that's the problem. That was the issue, is that you moved on from a bunch of chaos and confusion, because that's what it was. It was confusing for you. You moved on. Somebody may have a dog or maybe getting a dog. And this connects us with Uranus, right, which connects us with Aquarius. One of Aquarius is really your 11th house. And that's why you want to learn your houses. You also want to learn your houses as well. So that connects you with your 11th house, which connects us with friendships, communities, your social life, and those kind of things. And again, these are some energies who sat there. They're part of an organization who they hear something and it just took off like wildfire. I'm telling you, this energy, they're having a tower moment right now, right? They're having a tower moment right now because the very thing that they were a part of to try to mess up for you, which is your money or something of people of value, valuable friendships, relationships, job, anything having to do with your money, what you invested in, whoever you invested in, they are having the same issues now. They're having the same issues now. So they'll be calling you because they've been watching. They'll be calling you because they've been watching you. Well, I thought this and somebody told me that and I wasn't really sure. I didn't know what I heard, even though you've had warm fireside chats with them, these energies. So who was really chained to the devil? It wasn't you. It wasn't you. So some energies, like I said, jump to conclusions. Jump to some conclusions. So, like I said before, using someone as a pawn in a game, using you as a pawn, whoever as a pawn in a game. That's what I said. You're like I said. You're just open to hearing good advice. That's it. You're open to hearing good advice. But it's a shame that people are still this judgmental. Yeah. Somebody had to go down a rabbit hole to find out just how down to earth and relatable you are. Like, can we do better as a human race? That's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's all I got. For real, can we do better? Somebody sees somebody with a bald head and tattoos or a particular skin color, people just jump to conclude. These are adults jumping to conclusions. So a new start is coming. This is amazing. It is just amazing. Amazing. Just familiar. That's it. Won't talk to you directly, but talk to everybody around. That's what this is. Talking to everybody around you. This person is in the devil worship. Oh, I know them from church. I know them from the mosque. I know them from temple. I know them from this. And don't know you. Don't know why anything. Just assign the title of devil. Jesus. What in the world? Ooh, child. I don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't, Cancer. Except you all are sweethearts. Right? But something was maybe getting off the spirit of fear, of confusion, or whatever it was. Yeah, but new doors are opening for you. That's what you have this talisman key here. Represents new doors opening for you now. New pathways are present at this time. It also invites you to find or create and change an appropriate symbol, amulet, or mantra to help support your current endeavors or healing. So empower this talisman with your intention to evoke its magic in your everyday life. So meditate with this card to act as, powerful road opener to new adventure or opportunities, or to discover hidden talisman or power, love, and peace, right? So I don't know if some of y'all have tattoos or what is going on, because this person right here has tattoos on their arms. So, or maybe you wear, I don't, you know what? I'm not even gonna go down the whole list of things, because this is not your fault. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. Maybe you have rainbows on something, and people assume that you were in a particular community, and that could have symbolized peace for you. Again, people could ask without going around you talking about you behind your back. Jump into conclusions, because this right here, all this fire here at the top, puts you in a very dangerous position. That's all I can tell you. It puts you in a very, very dangerous position of aggression. Yeah, aggression. You and somebody, it puts you all in a very dangerous position of people being aggressive towards you because of their own fear. Their own fear. Somebody could have literally gotten y'all know the word. We can't say everything on YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. Like, somebody literally could have gotten somebody seriously just because of their own fear. You dress a certain way. You have on you don't wear a certain color or certain whatever. Like, what's interesting is I don't know anything about like gang culture or anything like that. Or like I hear people saying certain places in certain parts of the world you can't wear certain colors or whatever the case may be. But that's what it sounded like. It sounded like, people were ganging up on you. Like, before they even got familiar with who you are, and could have put you and somebody in a seriously dangerous position. These familiar spirits, that's why I keep telling y'all, familiar spirits are dangerous. They are. Dream journal. I heard this, Cancer, I'm going to close the reading out with this because somebody went down a rabbit hole to defend you. Somebody must have talked to somebody who knows you, who's not only familiar with you, but actually acts like they are family, not just other, people who have, blood relatives who act like they so confused. Oh my God, I didn't know they were into this jump. They jump to conclusions. Somebody who actually, who could defend you, right? But Um, but like I said before, looking at your cards here, some people actually put you and somebody in very dangerous positions, but this was intentional. This was absolutely intentional to tell people that you were worshiping the devil. This was intentional. This is somebody's ex doing this. Ex-friend, and it could have been platonic friend, it could have been a colleague that you work with. Ex, when I say ex, it's not always ex-love interest. When I say your ex, so just we're crystal clear, somebody's ex. It could have been an ex-love interest for somebody. Some people are just, you know, vengeful like that, but protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful, you know, for you all. But somebody is also saying that you're a liar. Wow. They say they spend a lot of time around you and you're lying about something. I wonder if you were lying about something when, because I'm looking at this dream journal here. I wonder if you were lying about something, and insert sarcasm here. But I wonder if you were lying about something when you believed in their dreams and you invested in their dreams. So, anyway, that's what I have for you. All right? Bye.